Lời đầu tiên xin chào các độc giả đã đến với website rèn luyện kỹ năng.com. Khi tìm đến với website rèn luyện kỹ năng, chắc hẳn bạn đang mong muốn tìm cho mình một công cụ tốt nhất trong quá trình rèn luyện kỹ năng. Kỹ năng ở đây có thể là kỹ năng lãnh đạo, kỹ năng bán hàng, kỹ năng mềm, kỹ năng sống và rất nhiều các kỹ năng khác. Thông thường khi nghĩ đến việc rèn luyện các kỹ năng như chúng tôi đã đề cập ở trên, chúng ta thường hay nghĩ đến việc tìm mua cái đầu sách hoặc tham gia các chương trình hội thảo. Nhưng trong cuộc sống bận rộn của thế kỷ 21, thời gian và tiền bạc là hai thứ luôn bị giới hạn nhiều nhất. Với sự ra đời của website rèn luyện kỹ năng.com, chúng tôi mang đến cho bạn một công cụ tốt hơn trong việc rèn luyện kỹ năng của mình, đó chính là các DVD rèn luyện kỹ năng. Bạn sẽ không còn phải tốn quá nhiều thời gian để đọc sách hay tốn quá nhiều tài chính để tham gia các chương trình hội thảo. Chỉ cần bỏ DVD vào đầu máy, ngay lập tức bạn đã có thể tận hưởng những thước phim quý giá được chia sẻ từ các diễn giả nổi tiếng tại Việt Nam và trên thế giới. Website rèn luyện kỹ năng.com cung cấp đầy đủ cho bạn các DVD rèn luyện kỹ năng trên nhiều lĩnh vực. Tất cả các DVD rèn luyện kỹ năng của các diễn giả nước ngoài có tại website rèn luyện kỹ năng.com đều có phụ đề 100% hỗ trợ tối đa cho quý độc giả khi theo dõi. Rèn luyện kỹ năng.com cam kết chất lượng tất cả các DVD khi cung cấp cho quý khách hàng. Với hân hạnh được phục vụ cho rất nhiều các khách hàng trên cả nước. Chỉ cần click đặt hàng, trong vòng 1 đến 3 ngày, bạn đã có thể cầm sản phẩm trong tay. Rèn luyện kỹ năng hân hạnh được phục vụ quý khách.
Investing in the stock market can occur losses, and there is no guarantee of future returns. Before investing, always seek the advice of a competent financial professional. Welcome to Profitable Strategies for Savvy Stock Market Investors with Tony Turner. Tony Turner is the best-selling author of A Beginner's Guide to Day Trading Online, A Beginner's Guide to Short-Term Trading, and Short-Term Trading in the New Stock Market. A stock market trader and investor with more than 14 years' experience, she's a popular educator and speaker at financial conferences and trading forums across the U.S. Tony has appeared on NBC, MSNBC, CNN, CNN-FN, and CNBC's Power Lunch. She's been interviewed on dozens of radio programs and featured in CBSMarketWatch.com, Fortune Magazine, and Bloomberg Personal Finance. Learning how to invest in today's financial arenas can appear as an overwhelming challenge. Tony is known for her unique ability to explain the sometimes complex workings of the stock market to traders and investors in a way that makes it accessible and easy to understand. In this session, she'll offer 3 basic approaches to investing in the stock market, along with additional strategies for investing success designed to minimize losses and maximize gains. And now, please join Tony Turner and learn profitable strategies for savvy stock market investors.
Hi, I'm Tony Turner. Today we're going to talk about profitable strategies for today's savvy stock market investor. If you'd like to view this presentation on the internet in PDF format, all you need to do is go to www.tonyturner.com/investor. There are lots and lots of benefits to investing in today's stock market. Investing wisely has proven to be one of the most lucrative ways that you can increase your wealth. When you choose wisely, when you choose with care, your stocks can make you money while you're out on your boat, while you're enjoying life, while you're working, spending time doing other things. There are many different styles of investing, one for every personality, one for every lifestyle. You can get into volatile stocks. You can get into stocks that move quickly. You can get into stocks that move slowly. Whatever your personality is, whatever your lifestyle is, you can find a stock that will benefit you and your investment needs. It's very, very important to take control of your own financial future. You know, I was in a cab a few months ago in New York City. I was going to a trading expo, and I saw a billboard on the side of the street. It said, "Spend quality time with your money." And I thought, wow, what a cool thing to say. How often do we think of that? We spend quality time improving our homes, quality time improving our companies, quality time hopefully with our families. And then a lot of times we take one of our most important, one of our most precious assets, we give it to a stranger, and we hope it will grow from there. We need to invest positive energy into our financial future. During the next few minutes, we're going to talk about 3 approaches to investment success, 3 different aspects of the market that you're going to want to look at before you invest in a stock. we're going to learn how to evaluate the stock market environment. It's not that difficult to do. You can access the resources right in your own home. Next, you're going to learn how to evaluate your target company's fundamental data. Now, this kind of sounds complicated to a lot of people, and it can be a lot of work. If you don't have time to do it like that, it's okay. I'm going to show you some ways that you can evaluate a company's fundamental data, and it's important to do so, taking some shortcuts, what I call fundamental one-a-day vitamins. You can access the information quickly, easily, and it can be from very high resources. Finally, we're going to learn how to evaluate your target stock's health right now on a simple price chart. This is called technical analysis, and although a lot of people think, wow, that sounds really difficult to me, again, I'm going to show you a simple way to tackle technical analysis so you can see where a stock's been, where it is right now, and where it might be going in the future. Let's evaluate the stock market environment. Let's look at different ways to evaluate if we're in a bull or a bear market. How do we find out, as busy as we are, where the economic markets are, where the financial markets are today? How do we know? Let's take some vital things into consideration here. Everything in our universe, whether it's the planets, whether it's the seasons, whether it's the tides, whether it's crops, even we ourselves as human beings, everything moves in cycles. The financial markets are mainly dictated by interest rates. And what are interest rates? They sound complicated. Interest rates are merely the cost of money. Interest rates is how much it costs you to borrow a chunk of money for a given time and then pay it back to the person who lent it to you. The cost of money is one of the biggest economic factors there are in moving economic markets. When interest rates go up, it costs more to borrow money, and that impacts a company's bottom line. When interest rates move down, obviously it doesn't cost as much money to borrow money. The stock market generally runs in about 3 to 6 months ahead of the business cycle. There are two cycles, the business cycle and the stock market cycle. The stock market cycle runs about 3 to 6 months ahead of the business cycle. This is where sector rotation comes in. This is where you see oil moving up, airlines moving down, drug companies moving up, maybe basic materials are running up. It's not that hard, and it's kind of easy to do, but it's important when you get into the stock market to focus on the sectors and the industry groups that are in favor in the current market environment right now. And you say, well, Tony, what if I buy in a group that's favorable right now and it isn't in the future? It's okay, because you don't want to get into an industry group or sector that's moving against you right now so that you have to make the money up that you've lost from it moving down in the beginning. We're going to look at sectors and industry groups that target the market, and I'm going to show you how to target leading stocks and leading industry in the current market environment. There are two basic types of analysis, fundamental analysis and technical analysis. We use these two different kinds of analysis and combine the information in order to make a decision as to whether or not we want to invest in a company's stock. When we look at a company's fundamentals, we're looking at such data as price to earnings ratios, earnings per share, market share, what share of the market does this company have, and an overall view, return on equity, return on investment. We also may want to look at such things as what kind of new products does the company have coming through the pipeline, what kinds of new services do they have coming through the pipeline. This is very important to get an overall view of a company's bottom line. The other kind of analysis that's used quite a bit and that's coming more and more into favor is the analysis that traders use. I myself am a trader as well as an investor, and I like to look at a picture very, very quickly, very, very fast, of where a company's or a stock's price has been relative to where it is right now in the current market environment. The price history that you can see on a chart during a given time period gives you a tremendous amount of information, and many times quite a bit of predictive power to see where it may go in the future. This is how we tell where bull and bear markets are. This is how we tell how far a company has been. Maybe it's just starting into an upward momentum pattern. Maybe it's come down in a downtrend, based out, and is starting up now again. It's very important to know, like with anything else in your world, where a stock price has been, where it is now, which gives you predictive value in knowing where it may go in the future. Before you buy a stock, you'll want to evaluate your target company's fundamental data. These resources will tell you which ones are strong right now, which ones are weak. That in turn leads you to look at the stocks or the components within these industry groups, and the rankings will help you evaluate which stocks you want to get into right now that have future growth ahead. It sounds like a complicated thing to do, but I'm going to show you some ways to make it easy. I'm going to show you some resources you can go to in order to evaluate a company's data quickly and easily. You know, when we